Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga Upload. I'm Maris Aylward. Today is part 6 and the last video of our Vinyasa Essentials Tutorial Series. We'll put everything together in the Vinyasa Sequence and we'll talk about transitioning from pose to pose. Also the different modifications and variations that you can do for the Vinyasa. That's all coming up next. We've done 5 tutorials before today: downward facing dog, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, Cobra, and upward facing dog. So if you haven't seen those tutorials, go ahead and watch those first. Today we'll put everything together, we'll link everything together, and we'll start from the most basic version of your Vinyasa and progress to the more challenging variations. For Vinyasa beginners, this is what I would recommend. Start in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up. And exhale, wave the body forward to your plank wave. Now from here, drop your knees to the mat for diagonal chaturanga, lean forward. And exhale, lower down with control, hug your elbows in. Hips will come down, untuck your toes when you get here, and you can move up into your low cobra or a little higher cobra. Now if you're a beginner, I would suggest from here coming back up to all fours first, and then tucking your toes under and pressing back into your downward facing dog. That would be your easiest transition. Another basic variation is if you are pregnant, for example, and you're not able to put your belly all the way down to the floor, this is what I would recommend. Downward facing dog, so same thing, you've studied all of these postures and alignment in the past tutorials. Come to your plank, knees down, and since you can't do your cobra, you can do a little chaturanga push-up here. Lower down just as much as you can, then push back up. And that's your transition. You can come back up to your downward facing dog after that. Now let's say you've gotten stronger because of consistent practice and you can kind of move up into more challenging versions. This is what you can do now. Inhale and lift your heels up. Exhale, wave to plank. If you're able to keep your knees up now, you can then lower down with control just as much as you can. And then if you feel like you're collapsing, just drop the knees anytime so you can lower the hips down with control and move up into your back bend. Now, most people will start with Cobra instead of upward facing dog. And that's great, that's great. You don't have to force yourself to come up to upward facing dog. Another thing you can do is, let's say you lower down, all the way down to your hips for Cobra, and you're able to do a high Cobra. From here you can come up to upward facing dog. Push the floor away with the tops of the feet and the palms. And then you can come back down on your knees, transition back to your downward facing dog. So that's a good way to build up from your Cobra to upward facing dog. It's like you're just experimenting with it for now. Now if you are able to do your full Chaturanga from your high plank, lowering down with control, then you can move up into your upward facing dog, and that's what I'll show you right now. Lift the heels, wave to plank. Lower down halfway for your Chaturanga. Alright, from here, you need to flip the feet. So the tops of the feet are on the mat, ready for your upward facing dog. Really press the tops of the feet down and the palms down to lift you up. Now, to press back to downward facing dog, what I would usually do is, again, press on your foundation, palms and tops of the feet to come up, and then I will flip the feet one by one and press back to your downward facing dog. So that's what I usually do in my practice. As you saw earlier, watch the feet here. From your upward facing dog, tops of the feet press down, palms press down to bring me back up to downward facing dog. And when I'm almost at down dog, I will flip the feet one by one. Now, if you are super strong, you've worked your feet, you've been consistent in your practice, you can try rolling over the toes, all 10 toes, so both feet at the same time. And this is what it's going to look like. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, really use your core strength to press you back to your downward facing dog, rolling over the toes. My guess is after months or years of practice, you're a vinyasa lover, then you're ready to try just some different variations for your vinyasa. One of the versions I offer my class, if I know they've been practicing with me for a while and they have good form, is your one-legged vinyasa. So one leg up in your downward facing dog as you wave forward to plank. Keep that leg floating up as you lower down. Now once you're down halfway, bring both feet down so you can move up into your back bend and then press back to your downward facing dog. Another thing you can do is a double push-up. If you really want to, from your plank, lower down halfway and then push back up again, then lower down again, and from there move up to your back bend. Inhale and exhale back to your downward facing dog. Really challenging version is to combine both of those things. So one-legged vinyasa, one-legged chaturanga with a double push-up, both feet down, and then back to your downward facing dog. Now there are so many more things that you can play around with once you've mastered the Vinyasa sequence, and these are just a few of the things that I offer my class and that I teach in my videos. Really important thing is to link your movement with the breath. Maybe in the beginning you can't really do one breath, one movement if you're kind of out of breath, but that's okay. It will come with practice when you can take really long inhales, really long exhales, that you can flow smoothly through that sequence. If you have any feedback or questions, let me know in the comments section below. I love hearing from you. I've also started hearing from some of you at my Facebook page. I'll link that down below. It's nice to communicate there as well. And I'm starting to post just articles and photos and short videos on my Facebook page just to help supplement your yoga practice. That concludes our Vinyasa Essentials Tutorial Series. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.